Yahoo! Prof here, and we've got another drop from the post office. No, it's called postage delivery, I believe, is the terminology for that. We're still not making it that pile on the floor, but because more important than the pile on the floor is new packages, and not this headlamp package. That's just where I store my old parts and bits and extra accessories and stuff, old headbands and the like. So that padded envelope you're seeing, that's going to be next video. So if you guys are into EDC, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today though, we are looking at, I had blood on my hand for a second there. Don't question as to why. It's not the correct thing to do. Just accept. Bloody nose was the answer. A really bad one. You would get up, lean forward, and just blood everywhere. Yeah, that was me. Big clot comes out. It's an amorphous blob. Did I say that right? I think I did. So I'll give you a hint. This box is from Honolulu, which, I mean, if those of you watching don't know where that is Hawaii. And I probably ordered this only a week ago. Jeez. This box is tightly taped. Okay. Ugh. Used the old letter opener here. Man, but he really got that tight. Looks like 1, 2. They're cubes, so you all should probably know what they are at this point. Or at least those who have watched the channel before. Out with the box. Ugh. 3x3 pen holder, machine finish. So you've seen one of those before. Right there. And 3x3 pen holder, Corvette yellow ceramic coating. So I'm thinking that's Cerakote. I don't know why this has gone so it's like the white bounce after the recent pixel update is off. Hopefully that looks a little better. So we can take a look at this machined one first, and it's going right back in its little cardboard home because I filled up this one, and this was my second one from this GT Scientific Etsy shop. This was the, I gotta dust these. I did a little bit of drilling and maneuvering and stuff, and got quite a bit of dust in there. But this one is a one from Attack on Titan. Unexpected. I just wanted a colored one at a time, and usually he only stocks one colored one at a time. So keep your eyes out if you guys want something other than the machined finish. Usually they only go up one at a time on the web store. Somebody snagged the red one that was right before this yellow one, which is fine. But then they mentioned, like, they had talked to him, and he's like, yep, tomorrow we put up the yellow one. And I'm like, all right. Well, I checked every couple hours just to make sure that or to see if it was in stock. And I specifically ordered both of these with all mediums. Some of you that have seen my previous videos on these will know why. And the reason for that is most of my pens, like here, this one is 9. There's one small for this OG Brad pen there. And this one is 9, right? And there's one big, and that is for this thick Ultim. You're like, that's not Ultim. Yeah, it is. It's actually opaque Ultim in blue there. But all these other ones, even this guy, which is a slim bolt from Tactile Turn, because it has the knurling from Bernoulli on it, still can't fit in a small. So I have, what was it, 6 or somewhere between 4 and 6 smalls. I'd rather order them in all medium, because more than likely that's what I'm going to use. And then order extra inserts that are some large and some small. If you're going to order them, I personally, at least for my collection, maybe if you have a lot of fountain pens, you would want a lot of large. If you're more of a slim person, as in you like slim pens, like a standard slim, like this guy, right? Or if you watched the previous video, you might have seen the Anzo brass, also available in titanium. And if we go over to the slim spot here that the OG Brad is filling, right? It fits in there perfectly. So if the slim lineup from Tactile Turn is more your vibe, yeah, maybe order some more. But for me, almost all of my pens, like here, this is a standard thickness, standard length Uniball switch Gen 2 from Tactile Turn. I just swapped the switch from the brass to the stainless, which, yeah, it's got a little less flare, but I think it'll be more reliable. That is pretty much the same thickness and sizing as something like the Modal from Keras. Even something like the Everyday Keras, their lower end line, they're $29 for these here, right? They're a bit thicker because they want to mill off as little as they can from the stock. Still fits in the medium. And technically, even the thick Ultim fits in the medium. However, it's very, very tight. Oh, I got some schmoo on my... I had some schmoo up here, if you guys saw that previously. Right over the bolt. And like the milling is so sharp on this Ultim here that I almost got caught. But see, even technically, that would fit. There's like no leeway. It just fits a little bit better on the large there, because on the medium it was actually like scraping the sides. But still, then it would have fit. Yeah. But yeah, this Anzo will need a small, so I'll have to get one of my inserts out. Now that that one is done, let's take a look at this one, which was the main point of the order. Why'd I order 2 right away? Because he does not make that many, and he especially doesn't make that many colored ones. And because I know I will go through these over a year's period, right? Right? I just ordered up another milled one right away. If you take a look at my Keras ones, which they don't seem to, I don't know. I don't think any got released this year. There's my cubes. Generally, because we've got machined, tumbled, black, gunmetal, tumbled, desert tan, machined, tumbled, blue? Because this was DLC, I think. That one's DLC coated. That's blue, anodized, black, anodized, red, anodized. So I try to get different colors, but also as long as it's not the same color on repeat, I'm plenty happy. So if I have to go especially with how GT Scientific does it. Like, he'll have almost readily available. He's got a couple in stock at all times of the, maybe not at all times, but fairly often, the, of the machined ones. So if you're somebody just watching this video, you can probably just hop on his Etsy shop. Hopefully, I get a little peeky peek at that. Yeah, that's a yellow. That is a proper stinking yellow right there. Yeehaw. Look at that. Now that is a yellow. Look at that. Shh. There you go. Made in the USA. We'll do a political comment here. Hopefully Trump thinks Hawaii's in the USA, because he didn't think Puerto Rico was. That's good yellow right there. Corvette yellow. Oh, those who know where I live. Oh my gosh, it's here, check this out. The 0.5 color is correct. That is the correct color temperature. 1. Do you see that? 2. Okay. That is so freaking weird that on the ultra wide, the color temperature, they done fucked up. Oh, here, I was going to be like, if you know where I live, tee-hee, tee-hee-hee. Not that I'm into the football. That's so weird. Okay, you can see like that shouldn't the there were a lot of big updates. There's actually a second update for the for the it wants to be at 2700K. That's not 2700K. Is it? Is it just shit at auto detecting? It should be like 4,000. Yeah, so like the auto detect. Okay, so it says okay. What's okay? Yeah, it thinks 2700. We don't have any. 2700 soft white. Everything in here is not soft white, that's for sure. Very weird. Let's see if I can take pictures for and send them in as a feedback that the ultra wide gets correct, and then the standard and the telephoto are they're the same but wrong. Interesting. And they're just like stuck at 2700 for those wondering, which is not how auto white balance should work. Yeah, look at that. Look at that guy. That's amazing. Okay, so how I load mine up, I can double check. Oh, jeez, making you guys all drunk. Made in the USA. That one goes that way. What about this way? Okay. So this says made in the USA, but not the other info. It's just got like a bar there. This one is GtscientificLLC. So I wonder why this is missing that. It looks like it's actually been purposely milled out. Interesting. Maybe it's because it's got the AOT logo on it. You know, copyright and all. But yeah, apparently I do these this way so I can read them. You lift them back. But what I was going to say is oldest is here, then it goes boop, 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 boop. Newest is front left then. That often means when they're on the right side of my desk, I grab the pen closest to me. Like as in this one, the newest pen in here is this guy. The oldest pen is this guy. This is my EDC though. So there's a high chance that this one's going to be just like always, like if this one, once this goes off my desk, because if I fill this one, I got to get out the other raw, right? Then this one's going to go on my shelf and then cycle it in. This thing will probably still have a place here, but it'll kind of travel because it's always got to be available. I have a couple EDCs that have been retired from when I was in Geek Squad as well, but they're some of the original pens. So they're way on the other end. You can easily get to them. Oh yeah, what I need is the slim ones. They sure are. Those are the bad ones. Maybe the big ones. Well, shouldn't there be an extra slim one now? Maybe not. I got 5 slims in there. I know we need this guy. And we need these. And stubby. Here. Whoa. This is the one we want to do back here. Nope. Is it metric or standard? That's a 3 mil. So that's a 2.5. Still too big. 2. Still too big. What the fuck? Yeah, it's too small, so it's gotta be a made in America, using America threads, right? Take that guy out. I just use this really thin, and I know this looks like a super tiny bit. That's actually just a Phillips one. Just a super tiny, skinny Phillips one. Super useful, actually. Actually, I might be wrong. That might be a Phillips 0. Either way, it's not as tiny as it looks. It's just because it's very skinny. Here's that's a skinny Phillips 1. And then here is a skinny Phillips 2. 4 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 2.5 millimeter, I believe, in thickness here. And they all go to 1/4-inch chucks directly into. I mean, like you're like, oh, I got chuck it in my impact. They're definitely not designed for that. You will eat them alive. Just because it has a 1/4-inch hex chuck does not mean it goes in your impact driver. Now, if you have a screwdriver, like I've got plenty of videos on, like this DeWalt here, you know, perfect to pop in one of these. Third-party battery too, testing that out. That is tight. That is tight. Listen to that. I might try a different one. Shee. There's tight. Oh, that's just as... Maybe they're just milled that precisely. Jeez. I feel like the medium I took out was not that tight, though. Oh, I never did get an answer. Somebody was asking, I joined a pen club Discord, and some of those guys, once I shared this folder, snapped up a bunch of them. They're the ones that actually got that red one. And I think somebody else got permission from their wife to get a raw one. Or, I don't know if he got permission, just asked. He was like, oh, which one should I get? She's like, raw. He's like, good. That's all that's left. So we need this hole right there. Let's do what we can to get as close as... Oh my gosh. That is a precise fitment. Oh, and I won't be able to see that, will I? You need a light in there, I think. Gotta turn it just a hair more. So you gotta make sure that the hole for the screw lines up with the hole for the screw. I missed her by a hair again. Oh my gosh. These smalls are bloody tight. Jesus. Here, look at this. Here, I'll do the medium for comparison. Yeah, so there needed to be like one more layer off here. It is a tight fit. Like, if there weren't holes in the bottom, that would create like suction and not let it. That would help. Jeez. Lining up the holes on here. I swear it's been easier in the past. I have not traditionally had this much of an issue. This one? I wonder if there's a way to like index them. Because I want to spin as I go down too. Okay, I turn it that way just a hair. More. Even, I swear. That seems bang on. Alright, normally, if it was not so tight, you wouldn't have as much issue as I just had. Run it backwards, find the thread, run it forwards. Remember, you are putting metal into... like I said, I did not get clarification as to what the sleeves were. Probably should email him and ask him. Or, you know, in my Etsy order, and be like, hey, what material are these... Did I put the wrong one in? Hopefully not. Okay. Because I think the cubes I do the other way. Whatever, 2 of them are that way. So that's what this one's going. And here is the latest of my pens, the Anzo in brass. It's based on the side click. I'm fairly sure it's very heavily influenced by the wrought ring pencils, based on its shape and dimensions and stylization. But that guy is then going right there. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I have my new Corvette yellow one, which as soon as they hinted, like they had a review, like, hey, yep, you're gonna have colors, because people saw there, I don't know, 3 or so machined ones up. They reached out and he's like, yep, I got the red. He'd have the red one out that day and yellow the next. I hopped on that yellow and I was like, I swear if any of you guys get that yellow one, shakes fist. I managed to snag it. So I got the machined one as the one after this guy. Unless other colored ones pop up and I really like them or something, or if a cube actually comes out. That shelf is getting full. I'm gonna have to move one of the graphics cards out of the way so I can keep progressing down the line. So hopefully we'll see you guys in future videos. Oh yeah, if you like EDC, hit that subscribe button, because this is a hefty package that is going to be the following day. Have a good one as always. Peace.